Can I ask you something honest? When you try to speak English, what happens inside your head first? Do the English words come directly, or do you think in your own language first, then translate? If you translate first, I understand exactly how that feels, because I did the same thing. For a long time, every time I tried to speak English, my brain went to Somali first. I thought the sentence in Somali, then I tried to find the English words, then I tried to put them in the right order. By the time I finished all of that, the moment to speak was already gone. Welcome to English Flow. I am a learner, just like you. I have been studying English for 2 years. I am not a teacher. I do not have a certificate. What I have is real experience. Things I tried, things that failed, and things that finally worked. And today I want to share one of the biggest breakthroughs I had, how I trained my brain to think in English, not just translate into it. This is not a quick fix. I want to be honest with you about that from the beginning. It took me time. It was uncomfortable, but it changed everything about how I speak. So let's talk about it. First, let me tell you why translating in your head is such a big problem. When you translate, you are doing 2 jobs at the same time. You are thinking in your language, and you are converting to English simultaneously. That is slow, that is exhausting, and it produces unnatural English, because the structure of your language and the structure of English are different. What sounds right in Somali does not always sound right in English, so even when you finish translating, the sentence still feels wrong. The goal is to remove the translation step completely, to get to a place where English words come first, not second. And the way to get there is not to study more grammar. It is to change what your brain does when it is not studying. It is to change your thinking habits. That is what I had to learn. Tip 1. Describe what you see out loud in English right now. This is the thing that helped me most, and I found it by accident. One day, I was sitting at home, looking around the room, and I just started saying what I saw, in English, not in Somali. There is a chair. The chair is brown. The window is open. The light is coming in. Simple sentences, real things in front of me. It felt strange at first, very strange, but something happened after a few days of doing this. I stopped reaching for Somali first. My brain started going directly to the English word when I saw something. Chair, window, light, no translation, direct. You can do this anywhere, walking to school, sitting in a room, eating food. Just look at things and name them in English. Then make one sentence about what you see. The cup is on the table. The street is busy today. Small, simple, real. This is not studying. This is rewiring. Tip 2. Talk to yourself in English and record it. I know how this sounds. Talking to yourself feels embarrassing. Recording your voice feels worse. I still have recordings from when I started, and honestly, they are painful to listen to. My pronunciation was wrong. My sentences were broken. I stopped mid-thought many times because I could not find the word. But here is what those recordings showed me. Every week, I was a little better than the week before. Not a lot, a little. And that little bit across many weeks became something real. The recording is important for one reason. When you speak without recording, your brain lets mistakes pass. You do not notice them. When you record and listen back, you hear exactly where you get stuck. You hear which words you cannot find. You hear where the translation habit is still hiding. And then you can work on those specific moments. Start with 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds of talking about your day in English. Record it. Listen once. Do not judge it harshly. Just notice where you stopped. That is your next practice target. Tip 3. Think in English during small daily moments. You do not need a study session for this. You need 1 minute here, 1 minute there every day. When you wake up, think, I am tired. I need coffee. Today is Wednesday. When you eat, think, this food is hot. I am hungry. This is good. When you walk outside, think, it is sunny today, there are many cars, I need to turn left. These are not impressive sentences. That is the point. The goal is not impressive English. The goal is direct English, thoughts that go from your brain to English without stopping in Somali first. Every small moment you do this, you are building a new habit. And habits, not grammar rules, are what make you fluent. What about you? Do you translate in your head before you speak, or have you found a way to think more directly in English? Tell me in the comments. I am genuinely curious, and your answer might help someone else who is reading the comments and struggling with the same thing. Tip 4. When you do not know a word, describe it in English. This one changed how I handle the moments when my vocabulary runs out. Before, when I could not find an English word, I stopped. The sentence died. I went quiet. Now, when I cannot find the word, I describe it. For example, I could not remember the word shadow one day, so instead of stopping, I said, the dark shape that appears when something blocks the light. That is a description. It is not the word, but it kept me speaking. It kept me in English. And later I learned the actual word. This habit does two things. It keeps your speaking going instead of stopping, and it builds your confidence because you realize you can communicate even when your vocabulary has gaps. You do not need every word, you need the ability to keep going. Tip 5. Be patient with the silence inside your head. There is a moment every learner knows. You are about to speak, your brain goes quiet, nothing comes. That silence feels like failure. It is not failure. It is your brain switching systems. It is moving from the old habit, translate from Somali, to the new habit, think in English directly. That switch takes time. In the beginning, the silence is long. After weeks of practice, it gets shorter. After months, it almost disappears. When the silence comes, do not panic. Do not switch to your language. Wait 1 second. Breathe. Let your brain look for the English. It will find something. Maybe not the perfect word, but something. And something in English is better than nothing while you wait for perfect. Now, your learning moment for today. The word is directly. It means without stopping in the middle, going straight from one point to another. For example, I want to think in English directly, or she answered the question directly. Pronunciation, di-rect-ly. The stress is on the second part, rect, directly. And notice how we use it, directly after a verb. Think directly, speak directly, go directly. It describes how you do something without extra steps in between. This word is useful for your English learning journey. Every time you think in English without translating first, you are thinking directly. That is the goal. One more question before we finish. Which of these 5 tips feels most possible for you to try today, not this week, today? Write it in the comments. Small commitment, real action. I want to know. Let's finish. Here is what we covered today. Describe what you see around you in English. Talk to yourself and record your voice. Think in English during small daily moments. When you cannot find a word, describe it instead. And when your brain goes silent, wait. Do not switch back to your language. I tried all of these. Some days they worked well, some days they did not work at all. But over time, across many weeks, my brain started going to English first. Not always, not perfectly, but more and more. That is what I want for you. Not perfect English, just more direct English. A brain that reaches for the English word first, even if it is the wrong word, even if the sentence is broken. Because a broken English sentence that came directly is worth more than a perfect sentence that took 30 seconds of Somali translation to produce. You are doing something hard, learning a language as an adult with no classroom, no teacher, just a podcast and your own effort. That is not easy.
Be patient with yourself. Keep going. If this episode helped you, please like the video. It helps English Flow reach more learners who are on the same journey. And if you want to keep learning with me every week, subscribe to the channel. New episodes are coming. Thank you for listening today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep thinking in English, even when it is hard. Goodbye, everyone.